let the interview begin.
Hello, everyone to the Full of Nerds podcast, and I'm here with Jayden Libran. Hi, Jayden. Thanks for being here.
Hey, thank you for having me.
So, obviously, I know you obviously quite young at the moment, but how did you get into puppetry or the puppeteer? Yeah.
Growing up, there was an abundance of puppet shows on TV between Sesame Street and Between the Lions, and I don't know if you guys have that over there, but so many different shows that were on during my youth. And I had grown up in a household and really a world that expected boys to act one way. You know, they had to be into wrestling and football and all sorts of other compact sports. And
Yeah.
I was more of an arts person, and I wanted to really define who I was by taking my own route. And I was so very intrigued by the shows that I saw that I wanted to pursue that myself.
Cool. Nice.
Thank you.
So, who were some of your inspirations growing up?
Well, certainly Jim Henson with his work uh, with the Muppets, but also so many other puppeteers who have delighted me with their work. Jamie Shannon is one of them. Ronnie Burkett is another one. Frank Oz.
Yeah.
I'm honestly not so sure off the top of my head, but uh, many different people that have been through my life.
Nice. That's really cool. Good selection. So, nice. So what are you currently working on, wise, like personal projects, or I know you work for the Henson Company, obviously. So, like, what's that like?
Well, I've done some light work with the Henson Company. We haven't really done much now because of a pandemic, but
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
right now, in terms of freelance work, commission work. I'm doing three puppets for a show in Omaha coming up,
Oh,
Omaha,
nice.
Nebraska. Called "Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus." So I'm building a duck and two pigeon puppets for that.
Awesome.
And there's an episode of Raven's Home coming up soon that I'm going to be doing some puppetry work on. I
Oh,
can't say
really?
in the
Wow.
details on that, but yeah, that'll be something I'm doing.
Awesome. That's really cool. Uh, so have you got any personal projects like creating your own puppets or any stuff you focus on
Um,
side? Yeah.
haven't built any of my own characters in a few months now, and last video I shot was a Halloween special on my channel, The Sneeple. That's Sneople if you want to look that up.
Okay.
But
Cool.
I always tell myself that this is going to be the year that I outdo the last year in terms of how many videos I make. But things the real world comes up, and you kind of got to focus and tend to those things first. So
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm literally staring down my rack full of puppet characters that I have, and regretting not doing anything right now. But certainly in the next few weeks, maybe months or so, we'll have a few new videos out.
Awesome. Cool. It's really nice to hear. So like I've said, you're quite young. So where would you like to see yourself, say in like 5, 10 years? What would you like to have achieved that you've not achieved so
Um,
far?
I'd like to be able to perform or create an iconic character of sorts, whether that be from a show that somebody else created and I merely perform them, or something that I created. But I'd like to be able to create something that leaves a lasting impression on people.
Awesome. Cool. And is there anyone you would like to collab with?
Oh yeah, all sorts of people. My key group of puppeteer friends range from all sorts of different places between Canada, New York, and Chicago, and we convene every few months, maybe years now. We didn't meet at all last year though.
Okay,
But
cool.
yeah, a close group of friends of mine, Frank, Alex, Tao, Sebastiano, and we all sort of work together on our own projects, and I'd like to be able to bring them in on something major someday.
Cool. That's really nice. Nice. So what is your dream or goal, I should say, as a puppeteer?
Uh, I'd like to direct a film someday, or perhaps a series of sorts. I always thought 200 episodes was a fair number for a show. And as far as a movie goes, there's a movie I'd like to do based on a little indie rock musical album that I liked.
Oh, nice, cool. So are you solely just focused on puppeteering, or is there other
No,
aspects
no,
that you'd
no.
like to go into?
Well, yeah, I don't know if you knew, but I do voice acting as well.
Oh, yeah, I think that was on your profile.
Yeah.
So what voice work have you done?
Uh, there's a very popular series on YouTube called Hell of a Boss, and so I do a bunch of inner stills, and I play a cherub named Colin. It's my main character. And there's Duncanville on Fox that's coming up. That'll
Oh, cool.
be airing during the spring and summer. And a few things that aren't out yet, but there's a pilot that I'm working on called Krugs,
Yeah.
where I play two of the main characters, and a bunch of other little things that aren't out yet that I really don't have much details on right now.
Oh, okay, cool. So would you like to do more directing, writing, and so forth going forward?
I'd like to, but right now, I don't really have many ideas per se. I mean, I
Okay.
have ideas, but I don't necessarily have the means to get them underway. So until I have those means, I more so like to perform.
Yeah, I totally get that. Yeah. So obviously you said you've done some freelance work for the Henson company. Would you down the line like to work in some form with the Muppets group?
Yeah, yeah. I've always wanted to be Gonzo, so
Oh, cool.
that's one of my aspirations in life.
Nice, cool. Uh, who is your favorite character in the Muppets?
Yeah, Gonzo.
Oh, so that's Gonzo is your favorite. Okay, right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Um, do you also, in the work you do, take inspiration from, say, Dark Crystal, Labyrinth, those types of films?
Oh yeah, yeah. Uh, I I built a few, or I tried to build a few Skeksis type characters after I saw the Jim Henson Creature Shop challenge, where ordinary builders and such made their own Skeksis as a competition.
Yeah.
So I wanted to build stuff like that. When I realized I couldn't, I kind of went back to soft creatures and such. But yeah, that sort of lore is definitely what I'd like to get into in terms of that movie that I mentioned, which would be called Razia's Shadow. So if I could find the right people to do that, then yeah, I'd love to do something of more of the realistic scope with puppetry and see where we can push the limits of what puppets can do.
Awesome. That's really cool to hear. I have one final question, and that is
Yeah.
what's in the future when you sort of retire from all this and you look back, what is something what's a message you want to sort of leave that people can look at your work and be like, this is what I've done, if you understand me? Yeah.
What kind of message do I want to leave with my work,
Yeah,
or
that's it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh, well, I guess that puppets shouldn't be confined to the sort of narrow box of this is only for children and family, but that they can be, in fact, for adults and for the mature audience, and that they're just as engaging as, say, an adult anime or something like that.
Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah. Good message. Cool.
Yeah.
Right, so yeah, thank you for today. I know it was a quick
Yeah, no
conversation,
problem.
but I liked what I learned from you. So yeah.
Thanks.
I'll be sure to send links out and promote as much as possible to get you some attention to help you out. So yeah,
Yeah, and what's the name of your podcast, by the way?
it's for the love of nerds.
Oh, okay, well, perfect.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you, and hope you have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
See you later. Bye.
See you.